could you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Ana Maria Baciu. I'm a regulatory lawyer in Romania. I am the managing partner of the firm SIMION Baciu law firm. And I'm here again and happy to be here again. Thank you for the invitation. Looking forward to the 2 days full of information.
Great. So you have numbers of years of experience. How do you look back at your career?
I look back in happiness, I would say, just to quote a famous wording. I think it's a great career that I've built. I'm less modest today after 20 years of experience. And I think that the areas that we work in are very up to date all the time. The gambling, as you know probably as good as I do, is very live, and it's always it keeps us busy and alert, and hopefully things will not change for the worse but for the better.
So why did you decide to take the invitation and become a speaker?
Well, the event in Sofia has always been on our map, and we have a lot of friends and clients who are attending, and it's for us it's a great opportunity for networking, and also a great opportunity to learn new things about the gambling in Europe. And I think it's something that we have done for years now, and we will continue doing so as long as we will be invited to.
So, can you give us an overview of your conference session?
I'm gonna be part of the panel about gambling and gaming, and as this is a very actual subject in Europe these days, I think it's gonna be the beginning of a very interesting discussion with the panelists and hopefully with the public in the audience.
So, I guess that's why you think it's important to discuss.
Yeah, I think it's important to discuss because it's gonna be sooner or later it's gonna be subject of a new regulation in many countries. Some countries have already started to regulate it. Some others are thinking about it, and probably within the next, let's say, 5 years, we're gonna see more and more regulations in this area.
Yes. So we are also curious to hear about your feelings regarding the conference. What is your favorite part up to now?
As I've only attended a very few panels so far, but regulatory part has always been something that is very dear to me, because it's always good to hear new stories, let's say, even if some of them we already know. It's good to hear the insight of the speakers, which are very informed.
So may we say that this event is a must-attend for those who are engaged in the gambling and entertainment industry?
Absolutely, it's the event to be in the Eastern Europe, and the autumn couldn't start without it.
Yes. So, if you could change anything in the present state of the global gambling industry, what would it be?
More stability. I think what we need is a little bit more stability and a little bit more understanding from the authorities towards the phenomenon of gambling. And of course, the regulation as it is now should be improved, but with the limits imposed by as I said, about the stability.
And last but not least, if you could give one advice for the upcoming speakers, what would it be?
Enjoy the speaking time. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, I think that's the best advice. Okay, thank you very much. It was an honor.